Join Ed Morse as they continue celebrating their 75 years of excellence. And right now, during the Red Zone sales event, every pre-owned vehicle on the lot is on sale. That's right. Rush in today and save with their best pricing, payments, and incredibly low financing. Plus, you can rest assured knowing every pre-owned vehicle is backed by Morse with inspections, reconditioning, and all available warranties. 75 years later, the Ed Morse Auto Group is still saving their customers thousands on the vehicles they love. So make sure your next vehicle is backed by Morse, because if it has their name on it, you have their word on it. And if you need to bring your car in for service, Ed Morse has a price match guarantee on all services, including tires too. Find a location nearest you and go to edmorse.com today.
Coming to you from the middle of Canes country, you're listening to the #1 rated football podcast in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, la.
These are the Orange Bowl Boys.
Brought to you by Ed Morse. Join the 1.75 million people that have been backed by Morse. With the price protection promise, Ed Morse will match any competitor's price or refund you up to $7,500.
Here's Toast, Roman, and Scoop.
We are back. The vacations were exceptional. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 3.
Tres leches.
Love Tres Leches.
Love Tres leches.
So good. Episode number 3
Yes,
of guys.
Yes.
Guys, you realize this,
Yes.
right? Of the Mario
MC.
era.
The Mario
The Mario
Cristobal.
era. Like, you got to learn how to say that in Spanish, bro. It's like, yeah, of the Mario era.
Mario. There it is. There it is.
It's
Mario Cristobal.
You know, I say you say we've been on vacation, and we have. You went on a road trip for 10 days. Rowan
did.
out of town for a week. I was out of town for almost a week, and it's all cool. And it's like we didn't do anything, but holy crap, have we done some stuff?
Right?
Yes.
I'm just saying, like it's like we took vacation, but we didn't really take vacation. Woo, man!
There is
Working.
tons of stuff we're going to get to. We're going to get to Mario building a staff. We're going to get to the recruiting wins, the NIL era. There was a national championship game that we were all watching on Monday night. But before we get into all that stuff, all right. Well,
I'm just telling you, fell asleep. I couldn't have been more bored.
Yeah, but the game picked up as it went.
It did. It did. I woke up. I woke up with a minute left, right after the pick six.
that's
Nice.
Yeah.
blows me away that this far into his era, he does not have an elite guy at quarterback. I don't understand how that's possible. I don't get how that's possible. Anyways, all right. We got some OBB business to discuss. We put this out on Twitter. Congratulations, boys.
What?
We have been nominated in 2 separate categories for the Sports Podcast Awards, which is an international competition, which is basically dominated by American podcasts, many of which you've heard before, like Rich Eisen and stuff like that. Stu Gotts actually has one in there as well. But we are under 2 categories. The Orange Bowl Boys, this thing that you're listening to right now, this giant heap of nonsense is up for the best college sports podcast.
As well, it should be.
We are up against, as far as I can tell, 2 Nebraska Cornhusker podcasts, an
2 of
Ohio
them.
State podcast. Yes, but more importantly, we're up against a Florida State podcast.
Yeah.
Can't let
By
it
the-
happen, Canes fans.
Hold on.
Like,
By the way, last time I checked, they were in. I'm not going to tell you what
8th
place.
place.
Go vote.
Yeah, 8th.
You know, it makes sense that their podcast wouldn't be bowl eligible either. Suckers.
Wait, before you go on, how do the Huskers have 2?
I don't know, but I guess that I haven't listened to either
That's
of them, but I
amazing.
guess they're good. Yeah.
One's pre-Scott Frost era, one's post-Scott Frost
don't
era.
know.
Maybe
Yeah.
so. Maybe there's a Bob Solich
Yeah,
one in
I was surprised to see that.
Yeah.
I guess
That's
that's like,
impressive.
I guess they are.
Anyway,
like,
how we
the-
doing in that, by the way?
We are in first place right now, so there is a live leaderboard that updates, I think, every day. Presently, we don't know it doesn't say how many votes you've had, but it says what place you're in and whether you're moving up or down. We've been in first place since it launched, but, we need to keep our
they
foot
knew
on the
right
gas.
from the jump.
Voting goes for like 2 months.
What?
Yeah, it goes into February. It's so yeah.
We'll revisit this.
Just saying. Oh, numerous
Next week.
times. We'll be talking about this shit every episode. Also, there's a second one. We only did like 13 or so episodes of this last year, but our podcast, We Are Benched, just benched, is up for Best Sports Comedy Podcast. It is presently in fourth place. It could certainly use some love. Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, we know where the bread's buttered.
Right. I was going to listen. You have to register with the Sports Podcast Awards website to vote, but it doesn't cost anything. And so then you can vote in all the categories. There's a whole bunch of categories. As I said, with a lot of podcasts that many of you have probably heard of before and possibly listened to. So you can also a good place to learn about other podcasts. So we'd certainly
That's pretty
appreciate
cool.
it if you would please go ahead and vote for that. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
That would be awesome. I'd like to win that.
The fact that we
No
were
shit.
nominated is cool. The fact that we're in first place is cool. Just that in itself. Congratulations, boys.
Oh,
Congratulations.
stop settling.
but we wanna win.
Stop settling. I want to
Yeah.
win this shit.
I
Let's
want
go.
the ring.
Click the
you know what?
buttons.
That's-
Vote. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was very Manny Diaz-esque. I
It
need
was.
to turn a little bit more Mario.
It's like Dave Wannstedt. Run, punt.
too much sentimental, speak on that one. You know what? Fourth quarter program. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're going to win this.
We-
We're going to build it in the trenches. I'm going to
Coach-
cut off my
Coach
arms and my
Feld.
legs if I have a bad offensive line.
That's right. Coach Feld and the Cafecito. Aye! Bro,
Oh, did you see that
unnecessary.
too?
Unnecessary. He doesn't need that.
He must have known. He must have jumped into some like Twitter spaces because for that man in particular, to have a Cuban coffee.
Bro, it was a colada.
he
Did you
sipped-
see it?
Right?
My
It was coming out the
goodness.
top.
Have you heard from him since then?
No. I don't think I've seen a tweet
Yeah.
since. I asked if we should check on him. Like, that's not okay for him. He's been to Jupiter and back since then.
Oh,
10 times.
Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, you come from Oregon, and obviously you've heard your head coach talking about the cafecitos, and I'm sure any interview or whatever you've been asked, hey, you're going to have a Cuban coffee, and you have to have one. But yeah, the first time you have one, it's an eye-opening experience. You're like, oh,
You just want to lay down.
but you can't.
You can't.
for a day.
Right. Yeah. It is special.
You will get stuff done because you don't have a choice.
There's not much else to do.
All right, so vote on that and Scoop.
Yeah.
Tell them about the other thing.
What other thing?
The thing.
Oh, the event?
Fucking thing.
Oh, the event.
The thing that you've been planning.
Oh, we
that
get a
you've been
lot of
putting
things
together.
going on,
You've been
so I wasn't sure
negotiating.
what you were talking about.
Yes.
The event. Yeah. Well, it was put out there like a month ago that if we ended up getting Mario and Dan Radakovich, that we didn't bring this up, but we got nominated to do it somehow, that we would throw a massive party, just a celebration party. Right, of the changing of the guard and Mario's home, and Radakovich is back in town. So our feet were put to the fire, and we
I
decided
think it was
okay.
Beast.
I think it was Beast. Thank you.
I think it was Beast.
I think he put it out there that
And he just disappears. Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
said the Orange Bowl
and then
boys
he's
will throw a
home or
massive
going
party.
into the shrubs. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Just
I'm like,
disappears.
what the fuck is this? So anyway, we appreciate it because it's going to be a lot of fun. So we have put together, we are going to be, along with the Tank Brewing Company down in Miami, that's going to be the host venue. We're going to be there on January 29th. It's going to start at 7 o'clock. And from 7 to 8 p.m., for a mere $25, you get an autograph and photo with your QB1, Mr. Tyler Van Dyne. Bang! Let's go! Bang! Right?
Now,
so
Dude,
Tyler's
I just
gonna
stole
be
your
there.
line. You just stole mine.
I did. How funny was that? That was pretty good. But nobody knows but us because nobody can tell us apart. But Yeah. But so Tyler's going to be there. So Tyler's going to be there. He's going to do a signing session, a photograph session. You can pay when you get there, cash, Venmo. I think they're going to do PayPal. His agency is going to be there representing him. Sean O'Dare is going to be there from RSR Agency, from Rosenhaus. So they're going to be there. So from 7 to 8, you get that. And it's all ages. It's free to go. Everybody come out.
Bring the
Tyler will
kids.
be there from 7 to 8. And then Tyler's going to sit with us for an hour or so from 8 to 9. We're going to have a live show. We're going to be set up down there. And you know how else it's going? Guys, Beating the Bookie's going to be there. Nothing but pure entertainment. He might, maybe, I just thought about this. Maybe we should have him eat the cat poo there.
That's what I was going to say. Like, he has to, if you're not familiar, Beating the Bookie made a bet a long time ago
To himself.
Bama would win the national championship. Yeah, with himself. And he said on Twitter, like back in September, like, I will eat cat poo if Alabama doesn't win the Natty.
Maybe.
So he has to eat cat poo.
This is a good idea. Maybe we should have him do it at the show.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. He can bring it down in a little bag.
That's how you endear yourself to a new prospective client like Tank.
I mean, guys, this is going to be huge, right? So there's a max of 200. There is a max. There's a max of 200 customers for the signing event.
Yeah.
But not a max capacity as far as who can come, so on and so forth. It's going to be huge. So we're going to do a show. It'll probably be at least probably a couple hours because Tyler's going to be on with us for an hour. We're going to have BTB on with us. And I'm just going to keep talking. We have some special guests coming. They're surprise guests. We're not going to tell you who they are. You don't want to miss this. And we only announced this yesterday, 2 days ago. And we have another 3 weeks of guest hunting. I promise you, do not want to miss this.
It's going well.
I tell you, this broadcast is going to go till like 11 o'clock at night.
One of the definitely confirmed special guests that I know that are going to be there in addendum to QB1, he kind of outed himself on Twitter a little bit because he said he was going to the event.
He did. Well, yeah, I don't think anybody picked up on it.
Yeah,
I saw.
I'm not going to say who it was.
No, I saw it and went.
I'm not going to say who it was.
No,
I'm not going to say it.
We know you're listening.
I'll tell you, Beast will be there. Beast will be there. It was his idea. Beast is going to be there.
Well, he better
And
show
he
up.
said he was bringing former players as well.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
So, all right, let's go.
So the gentleman who kind of outed himself, we're going to try to keep that hush hush.
Okay. I have no idea.
He's listening. He knows. We're going to try to zip, zip, zip it. Right? So a bunch of surprise guests. We're not going to tell you. Maybe we'll tell you one. Maybe two. Maybe not. Maybe nothing. It's going to be massive and a blast.
And since you know that we just kind of launched an OBB recruiting pod, I've talked to a couple of recruits to show up too.
Oh,
That's
no
not
way.
an NCAA double. Yeah, that's
okay.
not an NCAA double. That's not a violation. It's an NIL deal, right? You start, they're just stopping by. I mean, what's wrong with that?
It's
Nothing.
worth noting for those of you that want to go ahead and shell out the $25 to TVD for his autograph. Presently, plus 3,000 according to Caesars when it comes to Heisman odds. So right now he's about like in 7th or 8th place.
Yeah,
if
it's
I'm
not bad.
mistaken.
That's not a bad
but
number.
not certainly he isn't. He's on the board. With great odds right now. So you saw he's on a streak of how many games? 7 straight games with 300 plus yards passing and multiple touchdowns.
300 plus and 3 touchdowns.
And I'm not sure, have you looked at the first 3 games of the season next year? Stop. He could have 10 touchdowns by the time we roll into Texas A&M.
1,110 touchdowns by the time we go to the 12th man.
100%. So,
guys, you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you. I am stoked.
Tank Brewing.
Stoked.
Yes.
Tank Brewing Company.
on January 29th. That's a Saturday night. Yes. I tell you, the autograph window is 7 until 8, and then TVD. Listen, if you don't get someone said this on Twitter. If you don't get an autograph, you can still meet TVD after the fact. Okay, it's not like he's
not leaving.
He's only going to say hi to you. He's not leaving. Not like he's only going to say hi to you and shake your hand if you got an autograph from him. Okay, if you don't worry about it. You'll be able to meet TVD.
And guys, if you've ever been to our live events before, with Malik and with Brad. We know how to keep them around.
Yeah,
they're going to hang out.
It's
fun.
Yeah, that is. So that's the second piece of OBB news, and then there is the third piece, Ro, right?
Sure. Well, I made an announcement today, so I if you don't mind, I'll just read exactly what I wrote.
Yeah.
Because I know not a lot of people follow us on Twitter, but I said, with the successful nature of the Orange Bowl boys, the time came for me to help expand it to new horizons. This spring, I plan to accomplish a dream, and that will come out shortly. But with that said, I'm no longer part of the State of the U family. I would like to thank Underwood Sports, Cam Underwood. It was an honor and pleasure to contribute to such a unique and fascinating site under his leadership and guidance. State of the U will no doubt continue to thrive and be a pillar in the Canes community. I wish all my fellow contributors well over there. God bless and thank you. But with that said, I'm ready for the next chapter, boys.
It's a nice prepared statement, man. Good prepared statement. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the next time there's a prepared statement, it's going to be in the form of a press release.
Exactly. Yeah.
Book it.
Book it, baby. Book it. Moves are being made behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. And real quick, I got a lot of love on Twitter. I got a lot of people reaching out privately. They're like, the state, what's up with X's and Row and student of the game? It's coming with us. So don't worry, that's not
going
away.
anywhere.
It's not going away.
There's no games right now.
Right,
but we need to get down to Green Tree because there's some stuff going on.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
572. 800.
All right, so when
back,
we last
baby.
left off, I know. When we last left off, we were on the cusp of hopefully ending our bowlless win drought by grabbing a victory against Washington State in the Tony the Tiger Bowl. So how did that go, boys?
We didn't lose.
No, we didn't. Yes, we did not. Yes, we did not.
It's
we
factual.
didn't win either.
It's factual. But we didn't lose.
Yeah, but our replacement, they came in, and that was a bowl win for us. I think that was an easy bowl win.
So at least a half win. At least a half win.
We missed our opportunity. It's not like we've won a lot of bowls the last 2 decades.
Who did Wazoo play?
To see a replacement come in and kind of wipe the floor with Washington State.
Who'd they play?
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch either. Who'd they play?
They lost.
You don't even know who they played?
I was
You
on
know they lost?
vacation. Leave me alone.
Let's talk about the staff. Our man Mario Cristobal is building. Everyone kind of wigging out a little bit because there's no OC or DC announcement.
A little bit.
Certainly, he has filled out other spots, and I'm getting a kick out of the titles that he's giving people.
Okay.
I haven't
we
noticed
have an assistant head coach and an associate head coach. Well, because in the NCAA you have to show promotions or whatever to get. So Alex Mirabal is the assistant head coach in offensive line, and then we've got Joe Salavi. Is that how we pronounce it? The defensive line
Don't
coach.
know. Salave?
He's the associate head coach.
We will call him Big Joe.
Big Joe. There you go. Big Joe. We've got Aaron Feld. The mustache.
We think we still have him.
Well, we know, and we also have his assistant from Oregon, Jeff Eaton. They announced that also. So
No, those
we know
are
the strength
officially
and conditioning. Those are officially announced. Both those guys. We got Brian
talking about after the
McClendon, who is
coffee.
now wide receivers and co-OC.
Yes, sir.
So that means we'll have another
Keep going.
co-OC.
So he'll be we're assuming he's going to be the OC that won't be calling the plays. He'll be the sideline OC.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then we got Kevin Smith, local guy.
announced yesterday.
From Hotty
Kevin
Toddy.
Smith.
Yes,
Let's
running
go.
backs.
From Hotty
Kevin
Toddy.
Smith. Think about Kevin Smith, man. Southridge kid. Goes to UCF. All-American at UCF. Starts his college coaching career with Lane at FAU. You know how long ago that was? 4 years ago. Dude's been coaching for 4 years, right? And now he's the running backs coach at Miami. Hometown kid. Dude, he's legit too.
A crazy recruiter.
You see those? He had Singletary at FAU, and then the stable of backs he just had at Ole Miss. Ely. Really good hire.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because these guys recruit. They all do. They all do. Big Joe, he came in the third highest paid defensive line coach in the country. You want to, and Mario was just on a show 2 nights ago during the national championship game, and that prize recruit that was talking him up, and talking about moms and all that, and giving him all the superlatives.
Thibodeau.
Yeah, Thibodeau. He was on the show with him.
Yeah.
Big Joe. Big Joe's boy.
Yeah.
Number one in the country a couple years ago.
He would. You know what? He would have been the first overall pick if it wasn't for that Michigan guy bodying that Ohio State guy. He still might go number 1 overall, but if he doesn't, it's simply based on the fact that the guy pointed at the offensive left tackle for Ohio State,
Hutchinson, or whoever that
and
is,
then just ran him over and disintegrated him. It was awesome. It was awesome.
I will tell you this though:
this Miami Hurricane guys, they can recruit.
All of them can recruit. This isn't. I mean, I think that is a common staple in what he is bringing is a quality coach and a superlative recruiter in the same capacity. So it's there isn't one or the other. It's both, without question, with everyone he's bringing in. You need to be able to recruit your own damn position, right? I don't know why I'm getting on a soapbox, but you've got to be able to recruit your position. These kids are playing for you. They're with you more than anyone else. You're in that single room with that dude up front coaching you. You're on the field with that dude coaching you. That dude needs to be able to recruit the guys that are going to play for him. And that's what you're seeing. That's what I, for years and years, and I couldn't quite understand why we had 2, maybe 3, like really good recruiters, but they're recruiting kids all over the field. Why? What's the point of that?
Have a regional-based system.
It's ridiculous. Recruit your own kids, right? And then have Mario lock it down.
The closer. With
That's
the
it.
cafecito.
Yeah.
The Bustelo. With the pinky up. Talking to mom. Shaking hands. Looking dad right in the eye.
So how impressed are you guys that he is? And first of all, I think I'm curious how, because right now there is a lot more holdover from the last staff, because I'm guessing we have spots. So I'm guessing the OC and DC, like some of these guys on the defensive side are going to get relieved when the DC comes in, right? Like he's going to, or you think guys like Ish and are all these guys going to hold on to these
job
gigs?
with Duke. No,
he did. Okay, all right,
yes.
all right.
He just got hired. He's on the field now. Well, he was on the field with us, but he's going to be the cornerbacks coach at Duke Blue Devils.
Well, there you go.
Duke University. Yep. So, congratulations.
Nice. So,
it's like I hardly knew you, but
who do you guys
congratulations
think
nonetheless.
When it comes to OC and DC, who do you want?
You keep hearing similar names.
I know who I want.
I know who you want, but
I know who I want. I've been preaching it for
Ken Dorsey. That's who he wants. Anyways, but the names you've heard Glenn Schumann's name being thrown out there now for a little bit. Obviously, co-DC for the Georgia Bulldogs. There's reports he isn't interested. Then he is. Then you hear Derek Mason. Then you heard some Clint Hurt chatter, but it went to Clint Hurt. Now it's going away from Clint. It's been very, very hush.
This former Bama grad assistant, was it Beld something?
As far as the defensive coordinator, I do not know. But then the names that you're hearing on the offensive side, really, but the only 3 that you've ever – well, actually 2, because besides Ken Dorsey, who's Scoop's boy, he keeps bringing him up. But the only 2 you ever heard was Joe Brady and then Kendall Briles. So, listen, Mario is keeping a very – tight lip. I think he's so busy doing other things, recruiting, setting up infrastructure. I think even for like he makes the hire. I think he even like is so busy not even to tell the people like on the social media to announce it. It's like, oh wait, what are you talking about? I've had this guy hired for like 3 days.
Yeah, right.
But I'm so busy because I wake up at like 4 a.m, after going to bed at 1. The guy's a tireless worker, and I just, the longer it goes, it's going to happen soon. It has to. All these teams are going to be done. The only other caveat is it's just NFL playoff teams, but everybody's going to be done. This is when you change the guard and change jobs, and we'll see what happens. We know, listen, if it's indicative to how he's attracting the position coaches and how, they're well respected, I'm not worried what's going to happen with the OCDC. The worst case scenario for me, it's a guy that I'll hold judgment on. Meaning, let me see what happens after the first 4 games. We'll go under the hood, we'll look at it, and then we'll comment from there. Some guys right off the rip could be a home run hire. I'm not going to say anybody hires is going to be a bad hire. We'll wait. The worst we'll see is we'll see. That's it.
I think there's at this stage there's zero chance of Dorsey coming here. It looks like Dayball's absolutely getting a head coaching job in the NFL, and if Dayball, well, I mean the Bears want to talk to him, the Dolphins want to talk to him. Of course, he was Tua's OC at Bama, but whatever job he takes, the Bills are going to offer the OC job to Dorsey first, and even if he doesn't want that one, he's going to be offered the OC job with Dayball, and. Here's the thing with Ken Dorsey. Ken Dorsey made the decision to choose the NFL path 10 years ago, and he has navigated that path. I don't know why you would jump off it now to take an OC job with us when you can have an OC job in the league. Like I just don't. I don't see the timing and everything is off for me on that.
I agree with you.
I think Miami's the only college job he'd ever consider leaving the NFL for, but it's not going to happen right now.
It can't happen now because now you're right. He's put himself in the prime spot of all prime spots. He will have more than one offer to be an OC in the NFL.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Say no to come be an OC here? Like, don't be dumb. Like, I want him here more than anybody, but I think it's ridiculous. I think that's an opportunity that you simply cannot pass up.
Dude, he's going to be a head coach in the NFL in like 5 years.
Right. So you want to be a head coach in the league and not a head coach in college. You can't take the college OC job. You got to take – and I would imagine that the Bills would give it to him unless Dayball is,
right.
We don't know the relationship, but –
might take him with him.
That's what I'm saying.
So
he might be the
could
OC
be the OC for the Dolphins.
That's what I'm saying. He could still be in Miami, but right. And listen, I think he'd be great for Tua. I'm not sure that Tua can be saved, but if anyone can save him, Dorsey can.
But I will tell you
Are we going to have this discussion?
No, we're not.
On this show?
We're not. I will not.
All right.
No.
Okay.
But I'll say this. If Dorsey is the OC of the Dolphins, I might have to care about the Dolphins again.
Yeah.
Well, I'm serious. Like, I love Dorsey but like, I might actually have to pay attention.
Dorsey's that dude.
He is that dude. Listen, if Dorsey is the OC of the Dolphins and they suck next year and then they draft TVD and he's TVD's OC.
See?
In 2023.
I like the way you're thinking. I like that. It doesn't help the Canes at all. Mm-hmm. But so let me ask you a question.
Well, he will have already.
If it's not, this is where I'm really thrown off, though. I'm being honest. If it's not Ken, which we don't think it's going to be at this point, and even if it was, it probably isn't anymore. You agree with me on that?
Right.
You think?
Right.
Like,
I agree with you on that.
In the past couple days, maybe it was. It's not signed. If it's not signed, it ain't real. We know that. That may have changed. I'm purely speculating, but that may have changed. And if it's not Ken and it's not Bryles, it can't be Bryles. They haven't played it. They've been done for 2 weeks.
Right.
Like, that would have been announced already.
Yeah.
Who in the world is it? Honestly.
Don't know, but the reality is you got some prime opportunity to go ahead and make an announcement because recruiting's not done. And you got a couple, very higher echelon recruits coming into town shortly. And I'm sure that's going to be part of the discussion. Who's going to be my OC? Who's going to be my DC? Now, if Mario still pulls his, we just got a huge recruit, at the All-American game. Unfortunately, he wasn't playing because he was in the COVID protocol. But, he was able to do that without a DC and an OC. So I guess he doesn't even need it. But I think prior to this signing day, you're going to hear announcement news.
Speculate somebody. I hear you.
I have no idea.
Give me somebody other than Dorsey and Bryles.
Those are the only two names we've been talking about, and you're right. They're both out.
I'm still saying Brady's in play.
Okay.
He hasn't been linked to any other job. He was the prime target at all. I know there was the report by Adam Schefter. They was saying that, pump the brakes. He might be considering other NFL jobs. I haven't heard him linked to any other NFL jobs.
Yeah, but there's no, but the NFL is still. I mean, they just got into right.
Yeah.
They just started the playoffs this coming week.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You have
head coaches have to be hired.
There's really nothing
OCs.
moving around there. Now you've got head coaches being fired. Joe Judge is out today. Credit to BTB who announced that 3 days ago, and everybody was. He's like, I'm telling you, he's gone. I got a source.
Dude, he also
His
knew that
sources are
girl
pretty
was
good.
in AB's room. He also knew the girl was in AB's room.
He knew that too.
he broke that too.
He also knew that the SMU Virginia game was on the verge of being canceled. I don't know, 4 days before it was canceled. Look, you want news? I'm not talking about bets. You want news? BTB's your boy. I do have a play, by the way. Before I forget, he's going to kick me.
Well, no. We have it.
Remind me.
It comes up later. I will. Yeah.
Otherwise, he's going to be very mad.
I swear to God, just one.
I don't need him.
I asked him before the show. Have you looked at the show sheet? And what I can tell you is it's obvious that neither one of them was at the show sheet. Maybe Roe did.
It's right here in front of me.
No,
Here's the thing.
Yeah, you haven't looked at it though.
I don't pay attention to it. My mind just goes wherever the fuck it goes.
All right, so DC, listen, I got no problem with Clint Hurt. Clint Hurt's been working with the Seahawks for a long time.
Oh my God!
I know. Here's what I'll tell you,
like
dude.
He's kryptonite or something.
I think he was recruiter of the year on a couple of occasions before he went to the NFL. He helped to resurrect Carlos Dunlop's career last year with the Seahawks when he came over when Cincinnati cut him loose. And he's been working with Zoe. And if the only reason he began to consider it is if Zoe signs off on him as well. And so if Zoe and Mario are in to Clint, dude, then I don't see any. I'm all for it. Yeah, dude, go, dude. I have full faith in Mario. Full faith. Whoever he wants will be fine.
Yeah, I don't. It's all rainbows and butterflies and unicorns and stuff from us.
I got people telling me Dorsey's not qualified to call plays for us.
Stop. I'm not even getting into that conversation. I'm not going to get into that conversation because that's just fucking stupid. Sorry. So, but Clint Hurt was probably the most instrumental staff member on Charlie Strong's resurrection of a Louisville program. Mm-hmm. The dude can recruit on a different level.
Ding ding
right?
ding.
Going back though, the only thing that makes me think that Joe Brady isn't the guy is he doesn't like to recruit. Simply doesn't like it. Mm-hmm. So
you can afford one.
I don't know. Hey, no, weakest link. He got trouble. Just telling you.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Clint Hurt. I'm okay with anybody.
I'll tell you this.
I don't care.
I'll tell you this.
I don't care.
I love the fact that Clint Hurt is coming from a place that loves shut down cornerbacks that can be one-on-one and just have blitzes flying from every goddamn direction in schemes. And then that's what they do up in Seattle. So
at this point, okay. I just want to put a caveat because I'm listening to you guys speak. I think a lot of the weight game is because what do we have on staff right now? A lot of good recruiters at the college level, but you got to get an NFL guy or two somewhere along the line and on the staff, do you not? Mm-hmm. So
yeah, you'd like.
That's why I thought it was Dorsey the whole time, to be honest with you.
Right.
Those guys see it from the other side of things. Obviously, these guys who can recruit it and put it in the league, but then those guys know what it's supposed to look like at the league level.
Listen, we may not know.
You mentioned Zoe.
Yes.
You mentioned Zoe. Mm-hmm. I still don't think he's completely off the board. Call me crazy.
For what? For
just to
a
be
Miami gig?
Yeah, just to be part.
Okay, I'd love that. That would make me happy.
I think it'd make everybody happy.
I think everybody would be happy about that.
Speaking of things that we do know, we found out that a couple guys are coming back. Lou Headley for listen. You want know. Yeah. What? Will he be 28 this year? 27?
I don't know.
I think he's 30.
I don't understand.
30. I love it. I
don't understand.
He has another year. Yeah.
Why?
He loves college life.
Because he loves it, dude. He loves college life. Yeah, dude. Seriously.
He knows in the NFL that he travels, right?
But, bro, he's going to go to the NFL next year. You have to understand that he is living his best life. I mean, dude, like, there's going to be a movie about his life at some point. With the stuff he's done already before the age of 30, like, dude, you get one more year, and he can see the energy of this in the program right now. Sure, what the hell, man? I'm good.
Oh, my God.
I got all that tattoo money from back in the day.
It's a trip, man. I mean, thank you. Thank you very much.
They're talking about expanding to like football, the football facilities, and Mario's mentioned it too. They need to build him his own tattoo shop so he can ink up the boys.
Right? Seriously.
Like we'll be, Clemson had a slide. Listen to me, Ratty.
Listen.
Make the tattoo parlor, right? You already have one in house. Just let the boys get tats. That's all day. All day.
I will say this. One thing that we do know is, because we inquired about this last year, is that because of his deal as an international student, he is ineligible for any NIL stuff. He can't do anything, dude, which is BS.
You didn't know that?
It's BS, dude. Like, they need to fix that. Like, he is, we wanted to have him with an NIL deal, but
because of his
he can't.
visa,
No.
Because of his visa status, he's ineligible for NIL deals. You know how I know that? Because I approached
It's
him.
lame.
Yeah. He's like, I wish I could. I can't.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
So
Makes it even
it's insane.
crazer.
Oh, poor kid. Let's just put it in coffers for him.
He's
That's
okay.
It. And listen,
He's okay.
once you're official, we'll pay you NIL deals. We'll just keep it in an account for you. We'll keep the interest though. We're smart businessmen, but we'll give it to you.
Did I mention Zion Nelson?
Not yet.
He is back.
That's a
huge.
bit-
And you know what?
that's
That's
back.
huge because he's going to
Very
get
big.
better. He's going to get better.
Oh,
And Mario
with
was
Mirabal?
quick to be like, he was like, Mario was quick once that announcement made, and he's a busy guy. But once that announcement that Zion was coming back, he was quick to acknowledge it, retweet it, quote it, and he was happy about it. So I'm happy for him because he had some expectations. Some people talked about possibly him going in the first round. Obviously didn't get the grade he probably wanted, because if he was a first round grade, he would have left. But I think that can improve, and I think he's going to get a lot better this year.
I think the most interesting move, and we have a guy leaving, but not for the reasons, I guess, that we thought. Nesta is leaving, but he is going into the portal, not the NFL.
And the reason why he's going in the portal because he didn't get the grade to go in the NFL.
Yep. But he could have stayed. Could have come back.
I don't know. Appreciate you staying home and
He
giving
gave us
4
a
years.
good 4 years.
You did.
He had a-
You did.
Hey,
he
you
had
forgot. You forgot
high
one.
motor kid. Tyree.
You forgot
Stevenson.
one.
Yes,
Tyreek
Tyreek.
Stevenson.
Yeah, that's huge
All,
too.
think
Huge.
of. And it's tough to grade them. Think of the three of them: Headley, Zion, Stevenson. All starters, all incredibly important to the team. It's your starting left tackle. It's your starting one corner, and a top 2 or 3 punter in the country. All three of them, I can't even rate them 1 to 3. That's how equally important they are.
NIL news came out over the while we were on vacation. Texas A&M, who we'll be seeing week 4 next year on the road, presently have the number 1 class in 2022. Granted, they could possibly lose it. Most likely they won't. But it came out that the boosters paid an estimated $25 million in NIL money to secure the number 1 overall class in 2022.
That's it.
That's it.
It's just
Well, let me
on
ask you a
top
question.
of
Hold
the
on.
table.
How much? I find it refreshing that it's now above board, that now we all know it's publicized.
Mm-hmm.
We now know about how much it's costing. When this last time we had we knew it was happening. We didn't know how much though.
It would no.
Yeah.
I like knowing.
No,
how
I mean, you
much.
heard
no,
the six-figure
no. Yes,
deals. You
fine,
heard about
but
six-figure deals.
No, that's fine. But it was never 20. They're not shuffling 25 million under the table. It's fine that it's above board now, but it's so grotesquely
It is insane.
Exaggerated now.
right.
It's like, okay,
right.
we can pay him legally. Well, okay, here's $3 million. I mean, how many people? Did 25 kids in a class? Some of them are getting $2 million. Some of them are getting $50,000. Something like what?
Every offensive lineman gets $150,000.
That was Texas.
No, that was A&M.
Texas was 50.
A&M.
No,
Texas was 50.
Texas
Oh,
was
A&M's
50,
doing
yeah.
150.
Yeah, 150, yeah.
And you know they like attenuate it based off like you're going to get the full 150, but if you hit the portal, you're not getting. So it's like they got it tiered. Right. They're being smart about it.
You got to stay.
I don't know. And look at how That's why the NCAA, if they ever threaten anything towards our direction, I'm just going to laugh at you. I'm like, nobody takes the NCAA seriously. Like, look, they've admitted, like, there's nothing they can do. They got no more power. They're shell ponies.
They were talking about coming after
shell. Yeah. All these
BYU. BYU.
BYU. No, the guy who started Top Team.
They want to take after him. Yeah,
that guy. He's giving him $500 a month.
That's $500. It's $500 a month.
$500 a month. He's giving him $500 a month, and you want to come back. A&M,
he spent $150,000 for the season for the whole team. You got A&M giving that to one offensive lineman.
Not even college students yet.
Right, I know.
Like, I don't understand what is happening.
Well, listen, we got to throw props out to the Ruiz family. I know they have been loud and boisterous, but they just announced $50,000 to Gilbert Frierson. He'll be getting that via lifewallet.com.
Just announced.
Who, by the way, just announced that he will be coming back for his senior season as well.
Well, you probably didn't give him $50,000 to leave.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm just saying he officially came out and did it. Not only that, he said, I believe Mr. Ruiz said he's pledged $20 million in NIL deals through that.
Well,
10.
Okay.
Yeah, they launched the Time Is Now entity. The Time Is Now entity that they're going to be funneling, I guess, NIL deals through. And listen, they also just gave $2 million for the brand new Ruiz Family Strength and Conditioning Complex for the baseball team. So listen, hats off to them. I know they got both of his sons played ball there. His daughter also is a Cane, so family of Canes. So man, if you got the money, bro, keep spreading it.
We're
around.
not upset about it.
All good. Yeah, not upset about it in any way.
Keep shelling it out.
Oklahoma State isn't mad about their T-Boone Pickens.
Exactly. You want to build the John Ruiz Memorial Stadium? You friggin' build that bitch. You go.
Go ahead.
And I'll buy season tickets.
We will attend. All right. All right. Let's talk about the recruiting, because without an OC or DC, you saw he land Cyrus Moss out of Bishop Gorman, Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. Didn't get Kevin Coleman, but that's a whole nother story we'll get to with the whole Deion Sanders aspect of things, which is awesome. But listen, guys, he gets Cyrus Moss without a defensive coordinator. Not even a co-DC.
He was here for 24 hours, Cyrus Moss.
Yeah.
A 24-hour visit.
Hadn't even considered us. Yeah.
No. Yeah, pretty. Look, we've said this before. Mario was the best recruiter in the country when he wasn't recruiting for Miami. He was recruiting for places to take kids away from his alma mater. And he was the best in the country. What do you think he's going to be like when he's selling his soul of where he's from and what made him? I'm telling you, he's going to be unstoppable. Obviously, he's going to lose kids. But he's going to recruit down here like you haven't seen anybody recruit since Butch. I'm telling you, it is going to be brilliant. Can we go back to the Prime comment that you made? I know you think this is great and all, and it's great for Division IV football wherever they play.
HBCU, I think it's phenomenal. I do.
Whatever. That's great. You know what I hate about this?
What?
He's the next coach at FSU.
Sure. Oh well, yeah.
Don't let anybody.
I know.
Within 2 years.
I gotcha. Okay. So Mario will recruit against him. Mario will beat him.
Mario and Deion head to head recruiting these kids.
Listen, and don't discount Billy Napier, because I think he's a pretty damn good recruiter as well from what we're hearing. So I think he's going to be, the dude from Florida.
Oh.
Naps.
Is that what we're going with?
Going Naps.
Okay. How long until
They hired their
develops
OC
something?
today.
I mean, we
I don't
had
know.
we
I
had the
don't know.
shark humper, and then we had the wife kisser, and then what's
Listen.
Snaps going to be? Yeah.
So we got Shamar Stewart is still on deck. That's where the heavy push is coming. He's down to 3 schools. We're one of them. I'm more interested. I mean, obviously I'm into Shamar, but the emergence now of of us being in the running and getting a visit from Josh Connerly. Now, Josh Connerly is not going to announce on signing day. I guess he's going to wait until March. He's the number 1 player in the state of Washington, number 1 offensive tackle in the class. So Alex was big with him and Mario recruiting him for Oregon, and now he is going to do a visit to Miami. And folks in Washington are terrified that he's going to leave the state. That's the one that I am fascinated about because that is a top tackle in the country. Come on
And
home.
at least say, listen, whether you get him or not, I mean, there's some reports.
We're in
maybe
play for him,
not
though.
In play, but the fact that you can get these guys on campus because you never know when a Cyrus Moss or
Right.
a Kevin Coleman kind of moment in the other direction goes, right? Because all of a sudden Coleman goes to Jackson State with Dion. You never know. The fact that he's going to be able to be in play for these higher elite recruits is what's going to go ahead and restart and rekindle the flame that's the U.
There's
like
validity.
that.
There's validity in their pitch, and I think that changes things dramatically on the recruiting scale. The validity is I'm a 2-time national champion as an offensive lineman on this field, right? Then you have Alex Mirabal, who is arguably, but on the upside of being considered the top offensive line coach in the country. And you saw what they did with that O-line at Oregon, man.
They were really good.
Those kids
They still
were good. If they had a
200 yards a
quarterback,
game.
they'd be okay.
They averaged over 200 rushing yards a game the last 2
They did.
seasons.
They did. Yeah, I just there's validity there. I think that it's just a different because he wants to sell the trenches. He wants to have the trench bullies in a bad way because he knows that that's where it starts. That's his pedigree. That's what he was instilled in this guy, right? It starts up front. It starts with us. Man,
Let me ask you
whatever.
this.
I can talk for hours about this shit. This is fun.
Let me bring this up because you just brought it up. And we mentioned earlier that that TVD is plus 3,000, like number 7 or 8 in the Vegas odds for winning the Heisman. Can a quarterback like TVD get the numbers necessary to go to New York in a Mario Cristobal offense where you're getting 200 yards of rushing a game?
Yes.
Yes?
I don't know who's the offensive
Okay.
coordinator.
I don't know.
I don't know. I need some context.
knows.
to this.
Because if you're getting 200 yards of rushing, you're getting over
You're getting
500 total
that's right. You're
offense
getting
because
300
he's still
plus
throwing
of
for over
passing. That's
300.
right.
You're just
Yeah.
gonna run.
Right.
You're just going to run for more.
Yeah.
You're better at running. Instead of 3rd and 1 where you just
Okay.
pound and get like negative
All right.
1 yard, you're
right.
going to have like more 20-yard gains and pops because they're just going
All
to
right.
teach it. It can go hand in hand. I mean, the one thing that held Miami's offense back in terms of being like a top 10 offense was the fact that it couldn't run the ball at will. You have to have like a multiplicative approach. I mean, they want to do that on the defensive side of the ball, and offensively, there's going to be times where teams are just going to take TVD away. So then you're going to have to rely on a rush game, and if they take the rush game away, TVD can kill you. So, I mean, the best TVD should hope for a running game capable like that, because I'm telling you, it's going to make his job so much easier. Toast, at the end of the year, I was watching that Duke game, right?
Yeah.
They were doing play action passes. Nobody was biting on it.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, I know.
still
Yeah.
dropping all these guys.
Yeah.
And I don't think TVD has ever benefited from a strong play action game because it really wasn't part of it, but it wasn't something that really instilled the fear. Now, Rooster, big fans of Rooster. We're not saying he had zero running game. That's not what we're saying. But you were 3rd last in the ACC in terms of rushing yardage per game. 3rd last.
I don't, you say that, we'll just take TVD away, and that's fine. But since he got on this run and got through those first couple games of being a COVID freshman and, getting that, that experience under his belt, no one's been able to shut him down. No one's been able to, hey, we're going to force you guys to beat us on the ground. Like, no one's been able to take him out of that. So am I saying that Texas A&M won't be able to? I know they're sure as hell going to try. I think the only thing that can take TVD out of a game is if the offensive line doesn't hold up and he's running for his life. That's going to be the only thing. Because I don't think that you can – I think he's smart enough with a football IQ. I don't think you're going to be able to mess him up through coverages. I think it's going to be because you're getting crazy pressure on him.
You know where my mind was at, and I agree with you in terms of like what you're talking about in terms of ACC play, because you saw what he was able to do in ACC play. But you know what's fresh in my mind? The national championship game. That when I made that comment, take TVD away. I wasn't the Dukes of the world. You're not taking TVD away. But when I see that Georgia defense, when I see that Alabama defense, that's what I'm talking about. That's when you can't go into. If you want to be at that level, you cannot go with chinks in your armor. You can't have holes in your game. You can't go in there expecting to beat Alabama for a championship. With the running game you had last year, well, you tried to play him earlier in the year, and that didn't go so well. And I know TVD wasn't your quarterback, so that's not really a fair comparison. Plus, our quarterback was injured. So you're seeing at this. That was kind of my perspective, Toast. It's just the fact that that's what I want to get to. I want to be able to do it so when we play the top, higher echelon teams, we have the capability, and we go at them as an offense with no holes.
If TVD is starting for Georgia last night, they're up by 30 at the half. I'm sorry. Congrats. He's a wonderful story. Stetson Bennett is a wonderful story. Awesome. You can make a movie about it one day. But, dude, you put TVD on that team, stop. Dude, that game's not even close last night. Not even close.
Well, that was the one thing I saw a couple Alabama fans say. They were like, we are some. And they were. Mechie was out.
They lost guys 100%.
They absolutely do. But
Stetson Bennett.
Exactly. Imagine if Georgia actually had an NFL.
Right? Imagine if Georgia had Eric Zaire.
Eric Zaire.
Eric Zaire. They would have beat him by 70.
Oh, my God, insane.
I loved Eric.
How about Heinz Ward at QB?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's good. All right, so so we got I got to read this. I got to read a live spot. I'm sorry. I've been drinking whiskey here in this coffee cup along with the water.
The water. I should have
we have Super Bowl 56 coming up here in less than a month now.
Yeah.
My personal favor is that it'll be the Green Bay Packers winning that thing. But anyways, you can download DraftKings Sportsbook app right now, and you can use the promo code TPPN and get 56-1 odds on any NFL team. What? Just bet $5 to win. I can get 56-1 odds on Green Bay. Okay. Just bet $5 and win $280 in free bets if your team wins. That's promo code TPPN this wild card weekend at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, Indiana, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit, $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you in Florida, just use the TPPN promo code for just the weekend daily fantasy stuff, and you will also get a bonus there as well.
I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
I've heard like that gambling promo ad in the past, but it's always been 1-800-ADMIT-IT. But this one just says, just admit it, you're a gambler, and just go ahead and text
1-800-GAMBLER.
it out.
It's easier to remember. Yeah, easier to remember. You don't want to look yourself in the mirror.
You're already a gambler.
You don't want any self-reflection here. No. Yeah.
Just look in a mirror.
There you go. Yeah, 100%. Yes.
All right, sorry.
Since we're on that, I want to talk about BTB as well.
Our boy.
So, Beating the Bookie, who is going to be live at our show January 29th, if you guys just tuning in and didn't listen to the beginning of the show, January 29th at the Tank Brewing
7
Company
p.m.
in Miami, 7 p.m. Tyler Van Dyke will be out there. BTB will be out there. BTB is going to be with us all year. I didn't announce that. Hey, partnership 2022. We got a full year partnership with BTB. Bang! Welcome aboard. Thank you for your support of the OBB. It's a miracle, baby.
I like that.
Yeah. So, aside from football, he has all the packages you want, right? So this guy never sleeps, I don't think, and he works constantly. He's got soccer packages, which he kills. He's got hockey package. He's like, I don't know, 22. I'm guessing here, but I'm relatively close. He's like 22-4 since Christmas for hockey. He's
Talked about golf.
So he's been giving
Dude,
out
talk
all
about
his
the free plays that hit while we're on vacation, dude.
That's right.
50 to 1s are hitting.
Yes. Yeah. So
He's
in
making it
last week, John Rahm shoots 33 under, I think. Cam Smith shoots 34 under. Had John Rahm as an outright winner at 800 or 900 to 1. I'm sorry, plus 8 or plus 900, 80 or 90 to 1. And then he had a bunch of eagle plays that hit. Plus 450, plus 400, plus 350 that he gave out free the entire week. I'm telling you. So the Sony opens this week, and he's back to his packages. So college hoops, killing it. Hockey, killing it. Soccer, killing it.
Oh, he's riding the Panthers hard, dude, and they're just cashing in on him.
So today he gave a free play for the Panthers. If you don't follow him on IG and Twitter, at Beatin' the Bookie, gave a free play. Panthers over 3.5 team total goals. Won that. That was a 2-unit play. Won that.
Yep.
They had 5 at the end of 2. So
yeah.
Go to the website. Go to beatinbookie.com. Get any of those. Don't be ego driven and only think that you should bet football. Like, he makes money on everything. Go make money. It doesn't matter if it's curling. Go make money. I'm serious. He did give us a free play for playoffs, NFL playoffs. You want it? What?
Yeah.
Ro?
I'm just saying, us three right here, if we got together for like a month, we could probably make the Olympics as a curling team.
Yes, I feel
all
100%.
day.
100%.
All day.
Yes. Yeah.
OBB
could do
curling
that.
team.
And we got a fourth member. We got Lonesy. Fourth member. We're all set.
that-
We're good. Yeah.
We should-
He's
I bet
good with
we could.
angles and
I
stuff,
bet we
geometry.
Yeah.
He's smart.
Toes look like a mean broom guy.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll sweep
Just
that
sweep
ice.
away.
Oh, that shit will be spotless. That ice will be spotless.
Yeah.
I just want to try on those little shoes and slide down there
Yeah, I'll slide. Yeah. Be falling on my ass.
with a bowling
Just 1
finish.
month.
I'm there.
1 month.
I'm there.
All right, we're going
One
to
month.
Minnesota.
The Olympics.
Yeah, they got curling bars
1
up there
month.
like in Minnesota.
Hey,
Yeah, we
there's
can
an
go do
Olympic
it. Yeah.
Olympic Center in Park City. Come out with me in
Boom.
March.
There we go.
We'll just stay
Let's
there
go.
for March. We'll be ready for next
That's
year.
it.
I'll be in Cancun.
Okay. So
Free play.
the free play for the NFL playoffs this week, and he gave us the Bills minus 3.5, 1 unit.
Ken Dorsey.
Bills minus Ken Dorsey. The Bills minus 3.5. I'm telling you guys, golf's back in for the rest of the year on the packages. He was giving them out on Travis Fulton's show. On God, can't think of the name of the show. Anyway, he was Stripe Show. Stripe Show.
Is that show up for like a best sports podcast award?
I don't think so.
No, so you don't need them to worry about them. They don't deserve a mention.
Yeah, but free plays are on there, and now you got to pay for them again because he made you so much money. With the free plays, you got to get back in.
Beautiful. All right, boys.
I tell you, he's 2-0 on hockey tonight, and I think 3-1 on college hoops tonight. It's not rocket science.
He's making money. Yeah. We got to name this episode, boys.
No, we got to do something else.
Dude, we're so far into this thing. We're not
Oh, I don't
talking
care.
an hour. We're doing an hour and a half. You want to do an hour and a half
I
long
don't care. You
episode?
got to do it. You put it on the sheet. Don't tell me I did a show sheet. You didn't pay attention. Here's your fucking show sheet.
Yeah, let's do it. Five questions.
We're doing 5
we
questions.
We haven't done 5 questions in so long. Hey, we've been gone for 2
year.
weeks. We might as well just keep it.
We haven't done
go.
5 questions in like 2 years. All right. All right.
I'm not sure I have answers
Now,
for
all right,
all
Scoop,
these, but we'll
here's
give it a
Scoop,
shot.
Scoop. The reason we stopped doing 5 questions was because you would never have a goddamn answer, so you better have an answer for all 5 of these.
I don't.
All
my,
5.
my memory sucks.
I don't
You
care.
ask questions
I don't care.
about like
I don't
when I'm
care.
6 and I don't remember.
You insisted that we do it. I don't care.
5 questions.
Here we go. Number 1. Yeah, when you were 6. Here we go. What's something you saw as a kid that gave you nightmares for a long time?
I got to tell you something. 2 hours ago, I had a really good answer for this.
Fuck, you suck.
And now I can't remember it.
now?
I can't remember the damn answer.
Wow.
I knocked on my parents'
I had
door.
a good one too.
I knocked on my parents' door. Nobody answered. I went to the kitchen. I got a butter knife. I unlocked it. I walked in. And yeah. Yeah.
Bro, really?
Okay. I could
Yeah.
go down that road, but I'll go down a different road since you went down that road. My best friend, when I was like, I don't know, we were probably like 9, 10. She was like 13 or 14. She's now like the lead counselor for like crazy money. My best friend's sister, she sat us down when she was babysitting us and made us watch The Exorcist. And we
Oh,
were
my
like,
goodness.
We were
What?
like 10, and we were. I'm still ruined to this day.
Yeah. Yeah, like what's with the older, like, you know, the older ones pinning you down? Like, I had that same experience too. It was with the Puppet Master movie, and that thing freaked me out too. I didn't want to watch that shit.
Son of a bitch.
I don't like scary movies.
Do you remember your thing yet, Scoop?
No, but I will tell you something else. I don't remember, and it was really good. I'm pissed off at myself for not writing it down. I thought I should write this down. I'm like, what? It's 2 hours. I'll remember. No idea. Literally no idea. But
Next question.
no. I got one. But the I don't know what movie it was, but the whole knife in the shower thing.
That's
Psycho?
Psycho.
Right? As a
Norman
kid, I
Bates.
would like jump in the shower and like pull the curtain really fast. You know, that scared the
I bet your other answer
I mean,
was
it
better
scared me
than
to
that.
death. Huh?
I bet your other answer was better than that.
Oh, it totally was. It was really, really good.
We'll never know.
But I'll never know. I'll remember it. I'll remember it at like 3 a.m.
And text us
All right,
randomly.
yeah, you let
I
us
will.
know. You let us know.
God, it
Yeah.
was so
Put it in the
good,
Club
too.
OBB chat. Yeah. All right. Question number 2. What is a great TV show that nobody talks about?
Great TV show that it has to be current, or could it already have like went off the
Yeah, anything that no one talks about. Great TV show that no one talks about.
So there was a show that I got into it. I thought it was awesome. It was on NBC. It was called Kings, and I don't know the actor, and it's funny too because he called his daughter Puppy, right? And I just thought, for whatever reason, I thought it was cute. So like I literally refer to my kids as puppies because of the show. And it was just like this modern day take, but it was like the story of David, but it was like real life war and tanks and stuff. I found it fascinating. Nobody talked about that show.
Never heard of that show.
Scoop?
I went a little bit more long winded on my answer because I'm sure you're going to have one toasted.
Right. I got one. Scoop. Are you still thinking, Scoop? I'll go.
No,
if
I
you're
have
still
one.
Thinking.
It's a current one though. SEAL Team. So SEAL
You
Team
told me
was
about this,
SEAL
yeah.
Team was on NBC, I think, until about 6 weeks ago, and they went over to Paramount Plus. The show is brilliant, like truly is. And now on Paramount Plus, they can cuss. So it's like taking the show to an entirely different dynamic. The show is amazing. I almost don't know anybody who watches it. And it's brilliant. The show's amazing. Watch it. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna be honest,
Not
I never
SEAL,
even heard of
not
Paramount
SEAL
Plus.
Team 6.
Oh,
Not SEAL Team 6. SEAL Team.
that's where Yellowstone is, man. In 1883, Paramount Plus. Yeah, no, that's good stuff over there. All right, so I got one that was on Fox. I don't know, maybe like 10 years ago. Fringe.
Oh, that was a good show. I liked
It
that.
was kind of like an
I don't think I
X
ever watched
Files-y
it.
sort of a show, but not. And it was on for a couple seasons.
Olivia.
I loved it, but yeah. But
Yeah.
it didn't. It was a little too freaky for people, apparently.
No, I liked it. It was the dad, and then they had the
Yeah.
son, and then,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
they
yeah,
had that's Zavala too for Destiny fans. He was the
There you
actor
go.
in that. So
All right, number 3. Obviously, we have during our break we lost some pretty significant celebrities in Betty White and then Bob Saget, which was just heartbreaking. But here's the question: what is a universally loved celebrity that you don't like?
universally love. Ooh,
Yeah, that you don't like.
easy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Easy.
All right.
And you know what? It's more than one of them. Anybody with the last name Kardashian.
Are they universally loved?
I'm pretty sure. Look at their ratings.
They're
yeah.
universally gawked over.
Yeah, I think 100%. All right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't stand
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And neither can I. Neither
All right.
can I.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good one.
All right, I have one that's gonna.
Go ahead.
I got this.
Thought-provoking?
This is gonna trigger people.
Okay.
Oh,
I am. I'm not a real big fan of Tom Hanks.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's universally loved.
yeah,
Just
He
not.
is universally
I mean,
loved.
yeah.
He lost me talking to that goddamn volleyball. That he lost me on that one.
Oh.
And I've never
Wilson?
been.
Castaway?
I just never.
Wilson?
Yeah. Now I just find him pandering.
Yeah,
mean,
it's
he's-
interesting.
he's
Yeah,
Woody
he does. He
from
does.
He's
Toy
the
Story.
same thing. Yeah, he's the same thing in everything.
Yeah, Toy Story. I don't
know.
He's
Toy Story. He's
What's
kind
that?
of a cartoon in Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. That's interesting. I always thought that I've enjoyed his stuff, but I've never really loved his stuff. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
There's not like what Tom.
There's nothing-
Ah,
yeah,
no.
there's nothing
Forrest
that
Gump.
stands out.
Forrest Gump. Nah, Forrest Gump
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Green Mile. That
well,
was his. That's pinnacle.
Green Mile was probably, in my view, his best thing. But then
That's
again, I
the
love
only
Shawshank.
time somebody said I looked like somebody that was semi-famous. You remember his best friend, the guard, in that movie?
Yep, the guard, yeah.
The guy. They said I look like him.
Yeah,
like, okay.
you know what? That's not bad either.
All right, cool.
I will go with George Clooney.
Ooh.
Who got his start on The Facts of Life?
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yes. And then ER.
Yeah, well, that's his claim to fame was ER, and then he left and
Well, he's on Roseanne.
really.
Yeah.
He was
I
the
don't-
warehouse manager in the later Roseanne things. Yeah, dude. Yes.
I don't find it. I don't get it. I think his appeal was he never wanted to be married, and he wanted to be single forever, and then he marries this lady, and
so
then
you're jealous.
they
twins and
disappear.
triplets
You know what I
and-
mean? Like,
yeah,
and then they
Lake
don't
Como
do
in Italy.
anything.
Yeah.
Like I saw something the other day, and okay, by all means, that's cool. He and his wife were offered $30 million to do a commercial. It was a one-day commercial. And he turned it down because, I don't know, he didn't feel like doing it for the day. To me, it just seems so ridiculous. You know? I don't know.
Anybody could use $30 million.
That's
I'd
just-
get
it's
out of the
just
house
dumb.
for $30
Like, your
million.
kids don't need that?
Right.
One day.
Yeah.
You
one
could be
day.
bothered
All right.
for a day?
Question number 4.
Yeah.
What is the most forgettable state in the USA?
Alaska.
Such an easy question. So easy. Go ahead,
What
Toast.
you got? All right.
go ahead.
I'm pretty sure I drove through it during my road trip. West Virginia. That's some depressed shit, dude. Holy
Before
damn.
I answer this question, it's going to be my final answer. I need you to go ahead and repeat that question one more time.
What is the most forgettable state in the United States of America?
Florida State. I win.
All right, last question. If God gave you his powers for 1 hour, what would you do?
I would bring a national championship back to Miami.
He wins.
There you go. There's only one correct answer, and that was it.
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about anything else.
That's it.
Oh,
Everybody else can
I
fend for
love this
themselves. Don't care.
I love this segment.
5 questions, baby.
Oh, that was awesome.
5 questions.
I need to remember my answer for the first question.
Yeah, he's going to text us like 10 minutes from now.
Oh, it was so
All right.
good.
Let's name this episode and wrap this bad boy up.
How about no OC/DC? I don't know. I'm at a loss here.
No, I know. What did we talked about? Hold on. Let me go back. There's got to be something funny here.
I can't even remember what you 2 hours ago. And that was
I know.
about 3 hours ago.
I'm going to look back at the show
cat
sheet.
poo? Yeah. That you didn't look at the first time. Sure, this is funny.
Cat
He looks
poo.
at it now when the show's over. Yeah.
Cat poo.
Cat poo? Because
You
he's
don't-
going to eat cat poo?
Because you got to eat cat poo. I like cat poo. Big Joe.
Oh, all right. Missing person, Aaron Feld.
Missing person.
Oh, my
Cafecito.
Man, this is the hardest we've ever had to try to name one
This
of
is
these.
normally
We
just
haven't
comes.
figured one out yet.
Normally it just comes.
I know. It's
Hold
All
on.
right, hold on. Let me think about this.
Oh, I got it.
What you got? What you got?
Normally it just comes.
I guess that made it into the pod, didn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go. That's
I'm
with
spelling it the real way.
M-E.
Not the
of
sex
course.
way, yes.
Yes,
Spelling it
C-O-M-E, yeah.
C-O-M-E-S.
Correct.
Of course.
You filthy animals.
What did you think I meant? How dare you?
As always.
Oh,
Go Canes!
Are we winking?
Ho! Bang.
That's another episode in the books. The Orange Bowl Boys are brought to you by Ed Morse Automotive Group. Visit edmorse.com.